Ciao everybody, welcome back. Today we'll discover another incredible story in wines, the story of Barolo, the wines of kings, the king of wines. Today your story will talk about two women, really important for different reasons, let's say the past and the present. Let's start with the first, the Marchesa Giulia Colbert Faletti. Back in time, Nebbiolo, who is the grape for make Barolo, is been planted in Piedmont from all over, for what we know since the Roman times. The wine was light and slightly sweet. And in 1800 years, jump your story, the Marchesa Giulia Colbert, who get married with the Marchese Carlo Faletti di Barolo, the usual wedding between poor families. Now, the Barolo was light and sweeter because in Piedmont region, in winter, it's really cold, and the fermentation used to stop for the cold temperatures. But the Marchesa have a vision of great wine with these grapes. She was from France, and she already know good wines, and she brought in Piedmont Louis Sodart, a winemaker used to work for the best chateau in Bordeaux. They start working and changing the vinification system, introducing the long fermentation in Barolo. They start making really good wine, becoming the wine everybody will enjoy. Included the King of Italy, Carlo Alberto di Savoia, who met the Marchesa, tell her, everybody's talking about your wine, but I never had a glass. After this, the Marchesa sent to the king 325 barrels, one for every day of the year, excluding the 40 days of Lent. In this moment, the Barolo start begin the win for the kings of the wines. Before talk about the bottle, I want to spend a few more words about the Marchesa Giulia Colbert. Maybe you can think she was the classic super rich, spoiled and bored, but not this time. For what we know and what I read about, she was a brilliant mind. The person transformed Nebbiolo grape in world icon wine, but was also a great philanthropy, who found school, hospital, institution for poor people, and was one of the first to fight for prisoner rights. She never had kids. After the death of the husband, she dedicated his life to charity and left his heirs to poor people. Was an incredible woman with a Bigardi, who read the story. When you're drinking Barolo, it's not just a wine, it's a piece of history. And now let's see your bottle. From Azienda Agricola e Pira Figli, Barolo Cannubi 2020 by Chiara Boschis. Who is Chiara Boschis? The second woman of your story. Back in 1980s, started the legend of the Barolo Boys, a legendary group of crazy dreamer guys who changed the rules and give a Barolo international appeal. In this group was a young girl, Chiara Boschis. Now let's think about in 80s, a woman running a wine company. This is already epic. Now add she had a vision. She was one of the first making high-quality Barolo. Start with the short controlled fermentation, using a smaller barrel, giving total balance between power and finesse, avoiding extra barrel taste, and was also one of the first to bet in organic and sustainability, avoiding any chemical use, preferring low production and high quality instead mass production. She innovated the Barolo wines without betray its root and tradition. We can say is definitely the queen of Barolo, and when we talk about this wine, it's really high quality wine. Now some information. This is Cannubi 2020. Cannubi is the estate. It's a Grand Cru of Barolo, and is one of the oldest estate, maybe the old one. I said maybe because it's a different version of the story. Everybody is true. Now, this Barolo, it's a full-body red wine. Dry, it's tannic wine. How I said, she really take care of the fermentation, and for this reason, you will find elegant tannins, but also grit. It's gonna be like explosion in your mouth, but in a nice way. Observation, bright ruby garnet right now. It's still young, it's 2020. The color will change with time, but remember, the Barolo typically has a lighter color. On the nose, the primary notes is gonna be cherry and rose petals, but also vanilla, dark chocolate, and balsamic notes. Your food pairing, my call today, it's a truffle risotto. The creamy texture will balance the acidity freshness, and the truffle will match the earthy, exalting these notes. And your story today, it's a moral lesson. Chiara Boschis changed the game with passion, skills, spirits rebellious, and grit against any expectation. Remember, never underestimate a determined woman. Enjoy this Barolo. Thanks for watching the video. See you next week.